Yo, what's up guys, Daniel here. Today we're going to be doing a PlayStation 4 hardware overview. We're just going to be going over the console itself, not the contents of the packaging of the controller. I have a separate video for the controller, and then we'll go over packaging later. But what this is, so you got the top, it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't know why the camera is focusing, it's probably the shadow. But essentially, you have your normal part right here, the removable glossy plastic. That is where the hard drive bay is located if you are intending on swapping that out. And if you are, there will actually be an annotation above for a tutorial on how to do that. That's pretty much it for the top. You'll notice that it has that nice, beautiful slant. Up front we have the PlayStation 4 logo right there. You'll notice in between the gap, let's get it a little closer. You have two USB ports, and the disk drive is that little slit right there. Now, one thing you may be wondering, and this kind of actually confused me when I first got it too, where's the power button and where is the reset button? Or the eject button. The eject button is right here, this little bar. You'll want to just pretty much tap right there. Power button is this little bar. All you gotta do to turn it on, tap that. It'll do the same beep as the PlayStation 3. That's the eject button. Now, if you need to boot the device into safe mode for any reason, usually the only reason is if you are swapping out hard drives and installing the OS for the first time, or updating from a flash drive. But you'll just want to hold this down. It'll beep, and then it'll beep again. This light will light up white, and you'll be good to go. Now, let's go to this side. Not much. There's some fangirls in there. On the back, now this is where it gets a little interesting again. So we got the normal PlayStation power plug, just like the PS3. There is no power brick. One thing that's very nice about PlayStations compared to Xbox is you don't have to find a place for that gigantic brick. You just have the cord go straight from this to the wall. Now, one thing that's been worrying people about the integrated power supply is heat. I have noticed the PlayStation get a little warm during heavy play, but it's no warmer than any other console I've ever owned. It's nothing to be alarmed about. It's normal heat. It's a computer essentially. Computers get warm when they're being worked. That's all there is to it. It's not like an overheating issue. As long as you have relatively decent, airflow around the system, you will be just fine. That was part of the reason they did this slanted design, was it gives a lot of airflow through, those diagonal ports. So that does help with airflow right there and give you that nice compact package. But that's really not an issue, so if you were wondering about that, you're good to go. Now right here we have the optical audio, whether you want to hook up a headset like the Turtle Beach, any of the surround sound series Turtle Beaches like the DX11s, or some of the more high-end ones like the wireless headsets. You can plug it in there. Now, microphone, I don't believe that the USB microphone works for PlayStation yet. Next up is HDMI, Ethernet, and then the auxiliary port specifically for the PlayStation camera. Nothing else works in there. It's not an extra USB port, it's just that. If we continue to go down, all you really have is more airflow. And on this side, we have a whole lot of the marketing and the branding for HDMI, Digital Dolby. Yeah. Oh, that's the Dolby True Sound, and then the Blu-ray logo. Essentially, it's just all the normal branding they stick on everything. And then on the bottom, you got a whole lot of nothing again. So you got that back. That's really all there is. There's not much. The PlayStation logo, and then the serial number for your device, which I recommend keeping somewhere safe. And besides that, that is really all there is to the system. Now, one thing that is a little weird that you'll notice is that the system can wobble. For some reason they designed it so right here, let me get it in camera, right here it goes up, and then right here it goes up, and right here just to give that little bit of air ventilation below. But they didn't do anything on this end. So if the system is sitting like that on your desk, and you push down right here, it will wobble a little tiny bit. Now, it stays very sturdy when you're playing if you're not touching the system. It's only when you actually push on this corner that you notice the wobble. I'm not sure exactly where the design decision was behind that, and they're probably going to fix that in future iterations, so if you're waiting on a system, that shouldn't be an issue by then. But that was something that they decided to do. It's really not an issue, though. Some people were worried, oh no, it's going to break our system, or the discs are going to get laser burned, like the Xbox 360 piece of crap system did. No, you don't have to worry about that, unless you purposely, while the disc is, installing or something, unless you're going, shaking the system. If you're not shaking the system or touching the system, it's going to be just fine. I've been playing games in there. I even, had a disc install, and then I looked at it from the front very closely, and I noticed, to try to see if there was any wobble. I really didn't see anything. You're going to be just fine. One thing I just wanted to touch on there. Besides that, though, that is really all there is to this system. I hope you guys enjoyed checking out the PlayStation 4. For any other information on PlayStation 4, I will be posting a bunch more videos today and over the next couple days, and then in the coming weeks and months. So please subscribe if you're interested in any of that. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.